Yo, what's going on, man? Hey, today's video topic, we're gonna touch on how to stop overthinking, you feel me? And really, you feel me, overcome anxiety as well. This is really one of those topics that has me thinking because I remember when I was in this certain position, I feel like, in every point in time, someone, overthinks. Everyone kind of overthinks to some degree. The magnitude fluctuates, but everybody, like I said, bro, whether it's your creative craft, whether it's job decision, whether it's people decision, whatever the case may be, you feel me? Like everybody overthinks to a certain degree, but people only overthink because they think that they can't do something. They think that what they're putting out isn't as efficient or as in a sense, isn't as good as they maybe think it should be, or they're thinking about people's opinion too much, which inevitably goes back to the first one. And you just let that thing loop. And if you think about anxiety, what anxiety feels like, right? Whether it's social anxiety, you feel me? Whether it's just anxiety that you have, when you're just alone, just thinking, all of these different forms of facets, right? So you have to kind of think about what anxiety really means to you and ask yourself this question, right? Tell my man, like, when did social anxiety start getting bad for you? When did overthinking start getting bad for you? Was it when you were in school? Was it when you had to go around people? Was it when you started becoming more self-aware? Because a lot of times, right, things only get bad because we're thinking they're bad. So it's like when you was a kid, right? Ask yourself, did you have social anxiety? Were you overthinking when you were a child? When you were a child, when you was putting crayons and shit in your mouth, when you was playing in the mud, in the dirt, and all these different things, right? Were you really thinking about what somebody was thinking about you? Did you really give a fuck? Like, that's a real question. Did you actually care what somebody had to say, what their thoughts were, how they thought about themselves? Because you have to realize, bro, you feel me? Like, everyone is always thinking. You feel me? Whether it's a negative aspect or a positive aspect, people are thinking. I think. You feel me? It's not to the aspect of being so, in a sense, dire or just being negative, but at the same time, it's one of those things where it's like, I think about business opportunities. I think about how to advance my business opportunities as far as my business ventures. I think about how to advance physically, mentally, spiritually. But there was a time where I used to think about, oh, how is this person going to view this? Or I wonder if people are going to like this, or I wonder if individuals are going to cater to what I'm like, you feel me? All of these different things, right? And all they really do is just stop you from making the decision. Cause say you do some work for somebody, or say you make some art or something like that, right? Your mind is telling you that being a perfectionist, this isn't enough. And I know a lot of people go through this, especially when you're creative. A lot of people go through this. But the thing is with this, right? You have to realize that when you put your all into something, you're always going to feel like it needs more. Because when you're birthing a creation, when you birthing a sense of a creative idea in your mind and you give that to the world, it's kind of like you having a child. You feel me? You want to make sure that this is the best that it can be. You want to make sure that that child is educated. You want to make sure that they're fed, make sure that they're clothed, all these different things, right? So at the same time, you have to look at you from that aspect. Like I was just saying earlier, bro, like with you being a kid, when you were a kid, bro, you wasn't thinking about all of these different things of, all these things. You was just being a fucking kid, bro, just living in the moment. You feel me? Being in the present moment. And the problem is now we've become so detached from that. We've become detached from the aspect of just going out and just socializing. You feel me? Being a man, You feel me? Like I was saying in my last video, bro, when women choose you, bro, just go have a conversation with them. It doesn't have to exceed to you getting their number. It doesn't have to go, you feel me, to major extremities. Just go have a conversation with them because it's making you better. I promise you, bro. Like, I don't care who's watching this, speaking to women will make you better because what it's doing is exercising your vocal cords, but at the same time, it's allowing you to realize that, oh shit, I'm just having another conversation with the human. This human eats, sleeps, shits. Their breath, like their breath stink when they wake up, just like mine. Oh my God, I'm speaking to another human. But the problem is, right, is we live in a day and age where all of these things online are pulling you from that. They pull you from your natural capability of being able to be a leader, being able to have free will, being able to just naturally cultivate thoughts and things like that. Now you're overthinking about, oh, should I do this or should I do that? Bro, just live, bro. Like, you feel me? Just live. You don't have to think about crossing the street, bro. Just cross the fucking street. You don't have to think about releasing your art, bro. Just release your art, bro. And whoever is receptive to it, then they just receptive to it. Like, when I first started releasing these videos, right, I was thinking about all the negative things, right? I started thinking about the quality. I started thinking about the tone. Like when I first started making videos, bro, when I tell you my articulation was so bad, the way I formulated sentences, I basically was speaking in fragmented of sentences, like in a sense of everything that I spoke about. Every video, I just was speaking very incomplete, meaning that my thoughts were incomplete, meaning that the stories I were telling were incomplete. Like, just imagine writing an essay with no commas, no citations, no periods, no none of that. That's how I was speaking. So you could just imagine, right, what I was thinking when I pressed, you know, in a sense, play, or I watched it, or in a sense, I released it to the public. I'm like, wow, like people are gonna be looking at me like, yo, this guy is fucking stupid, or he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. You feel me? So one, that didn't discourage me, that made me go harder. But the second point I want to make is we be thinking about things too much. Bro, I just started releasing videos. Of course my videos is going to be ass. That's the thing, right? And that's why I want you to realize, bro, when you first get in the gym, when you first grab a basketball and you shoot it, first of all, you don't even know what the fuck you're doing. You're just trying, bro. And that's why I see a lot of people fail within the creative aspect, is because they don't give themselves a reason. They don't even give themselves free will to try. Just try. Try, fail, succeed. Why are you thinking about that? Like I said, with the analogy of the street, like you're looking across the street and thinking about all these things that's gonna happen. You haven't even crossed the street. Cross the street and see if you get hit by a car. Cross the street and see if you drop something or whatever the case may be. Give yourself the opportunity to even say, oh, I did that. Okay, that happened. Woo, woo. This is how I'm gonna make the adjustment. A lot of people don't even give themselves an opportunity to fail so they can say that they did the shit. And that's where we be fucking up, bro. You got to give yourself an opportunity to be like, all right, I failed. Okay, I'm going to recalibrate and move smarter and make better decisions. Niggas don't even fail in the first place to even say that because they never try. So you have to try first and foremost so you can give yourself the opportunity to succeed, bro. I keep trying to tell people you cannot succeed without failing, bro. I failed so many times. I've had to learn so many lessons at such a young age to be able to do what I'm doing now, bro. Trust and believe me, bro. Trust and believe me when I tell you things were bad before they were good. Things were very bad before they were good. But it just was the journey, bro. It was initiation. It's what I had to go through to expand, to prevail, to get better. You feel me? So it's just about advancing, bro. Like I always say in my videos, everything is about advancing. So when you overthinking, you're allowing yourself to kill what you've just created. You're allowing yourself to take yourself out of a creative space. And now you're thinking about all these things that could have happened or should have happened or might happen instead of just being free. Just be free. Be present in that moment, bro. If you release a song and people say it's ass, take that constructive criticism to be better. If you start making videos on YouTube and people say it's not as informative as it should be, or you could work on this, okay, take the constructive criticism and move past it. Move past the hate. Move past the discouragement, bro, because the enemy is just what you're looking in the mirror, bro. The enemy is what you're seeing in the mirror, bro. I promise you. Nobody's really hating on you. Nobody really wants you to fail. A lot of times we be wanting ourself to fail. We be our own worst enemy, bro, when it's all said and done. We'll goddamn self-sabotage so much to the point where it's like we can't even get to where we really need to be because we thinking about everything that could happen or might happen or should happen when we should just be thinking about the aspect of being able to be where we at right now. Living life. Breathing air. You feel me? You thinking about, oh, I ain't got this or I ain't got that or I ain't got this or I ain't got that. Nigga, you woke up this morning. Thank God that you woke up this morning, bruh. Be able to thank yourself that you still here. Be able to be thankful that you're not laying in a hospital bed, that you healthy. You feel me? That you are able to eat food, that you are able to think, that you are able to have free thoughts, that you are able to be creative. You feel me? You thinking about being the top of the top when you have to start somewhere, bro. I had to start at zero and work my way up. I had to not be good at speaking to be able to be great at speaking. I had to be terrible at speaking to be able to somehow, some way get better at articulating myself. So it starts at zero, bro. Everything is going to start at zero to some degree. You just have to keep working your way up. You just have to get better every day. Chance to get better. Every day, a chance to learn. Every day, a chance to grow. Every day, a chance to succeed. Just give yourself the opportunity. Give yourself the opportunity to keep learning. Give yourself the opportunity to keep growing. Give yourself the opportunity to keep expanding. Give yourself the opportunity to keep rising within your power and your capability, fam. Just give yourself the opportunity. Stop being your worst enemy, bro. Trust me. That's what my biggest problem was, being my worst enemy, bro. Now, I know that's a lot of people's problem too. When you get out of your own way, you'll see where you really can take it. You get out of your own way, you'll be able to rise to the occasion. When you get out of your own way, that's when life presents itself. You feel me? That's when life allows you to be your highest version. Hey, and I'm out.